are there particular other parameters, or how many different parameters are we going to need to define slices? What really is a slice going to deliver into this, yeah, as a service enabler to these applications that we think is so exciting and different, and what 5G brings to that as well?
Yeah, so 5G and network slicing, and to a broader, in a broader sense, the software-defined networks and FV network function virtualization, they actually go hand in hand, and they actually kind of helping each other to accomplish the same mission. And in terms of the slicing, we are certainly trying to create, establish many slices. Each slice serve a particular purpose, a particular mission, and from the same common network infrastructure. And typically, the a network slice is more associated with the services, with the industry, with the market, than the quality of service that actually reaches the fundamental part of it, but that's not the fundamental definition of a slice. So in other words, we are, for example, in 3GPP, we look at the we look at fundamentally what defines a slice in two fundamental set of parameters, information. One is the slice slash service type, SST, and the other one is service differentiation. So differentiator. So basically, this two sides, the quality of service, the parameters, mechanical part of it is built in, and is a part of it. However, really, what really define a slice, constitute a slice, really is the services that are running over it.
Okay, so then how many slices will we have? I mean, is it going to be sort of several categories of slices based on the service type, if it's enhanced mobile broadband or something with some very low latency for a very critical type communications? Or are there going to be lots of slices for each customer? You know, each customer has one. I mean, how are we thinking about, not necessarily an exact number, but in general terms, how are we thinking about what this might look like?
So the network slices, from a network architecture point of view, there's practically no limit. However, in reality, it's primarily actually driven by two things. One is the physical resources we have. For example, how big a pool is. We virtualize the network, and then this how big the pool is. And at a certain point, you basically have to look at the physical boundary of it. Another one is really the business needs, and how many slices that make sense for a network to have. To be more specific, from network point of view, on network side, these slices can be from 1 to thousands. Okay? And eventually, in standards, we are going to we anticipate we are going to set some limit. Probably it's going to be bigger than practical needs. On the device side, it's more critical. So at this point, we are setting a limit of 8 for per user equipment to be connected to 8 different slices. So, but fundamentally, is a implementation and a deployment issue, and we are industry will learn, and this is going to be a iterative process that we are going to go in the next few years.
Right, that makes a lot of sense, that it's iterative and we learn as we go what works best. Do you see that there might be an opportunity to aggregate slices that have similar quality of service parameters, you know, even if they're in very unrelated businesses? Is that perhaps an approach that will be taken or being considered?
That's actually an excellent question. So basically, the answer is yes, you can. But then the more important question probably is, do you want to? If you look at the fundamental reason we actually to create slices and cutting a network into many slices is to serve business purposes. And so that each slice have a self-contained kind of, from business point of view, the architecture, the services, different set of quality of service, and probably the billing and the charging aspect of it. So from a purely technical point of view, one could see the need, the benefit for aggregating multiple slices into one. And from a technical point of view, we're looking into that. However, from a business point of view, which is often more important in this particular technology transformation, and is made, so technology-wise, yes, you can. However, from a practical point of view, is may not be that a certain answer.
Right. So in terms of the work you're doing, are there particular, which standard bodies are looking at different aspects of the slicing? And are you doing some work with some of the other research institutes or other players in the industry to try to think about this as we move it forward?
So there are really, in the industry, there's really two sets of activities going on. One is Intel is working extensively with the ecosystem partners, operators, equipment manufacturers, who actually to put together this solution from end to end. And the devices is an important part of it, obviously. And then we are certainly looking at the standardization aspect, and the main standards body that really defines the infrastructure network and the devices is 3GPP. So we're actually working extensively in 3GPP. And to be more specific, for example, the SA2 the service architecture group is looking at the architecture, the network architecture, fundamental. I say one look into the requirements, the security relationship, the trust relationship between the operator and among different partners for each slice. And also we are working extensively in the ITC, for example, mobile edge computing task group. We are looking into the specific needs because mobile edge computing is becoming an important element in the delivering the future services. So there's many things. It's really a great the technology development effort, and also the standardization to scale the solutions and making it available and beneficial to all partners.